I'm so happy. I cannot believe I finally have checked out books from the library. Are you kidding? Hello Bookish Babes, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so very glad that you clicked on today's video to join me in bringing you some amazing bookish content. And as you can see by today's title, I just want to spend the day with you. So basically that's what we're going to do. I am going to go to the thrift store and kind of look at, like, I think it's called Ollie's. So I'm going to go to both of those places, and then I want to hit up the library and read because I'm deciding to start a new book, The Night Ship, because I'm somewhat in a reading slump. I'm liking what I'm reading, but I just don't feel motivated to pick it up. So I don't know if you call that a reading slump, but I decided to start a new book, and so I'm going to be doing that. Sorry about the lighting. Oh god, that's even worse. Oh, that's a little bit better. I don't have my tripod yet. It's coming in the mail, Amazon today, so I'm currently holding this with my hand. But yes, that is going to be the plan. I don't know what else I'll do in this video. If you have not seen already, which, oh my gosh, filming with no tripod is crappy. But if you have not seen already, I posted yesterday the 3 tips to help you get into reading if you happen to be a new reader and you don't know where to begin, or maybe you read in the past and you fell out of love with it. And so go check out that video if you have not already. I'll make sure to link it down below for you and at the end of the video. And yeah, that's kind of going to be the plan of the day. Alright, so this line was taking too long, so I decided to go into Barnes & Noble and grab my coffee with my discount. Right, so I decided to get Starbucks. I am now leaving Barnes & Noble back there because obviously when you have the Barnes & Noble like phone number thing, you get the discount. But I met Joyce off of Booktube. I'll put a picture of her like her YouTube channel here up on the screen, but I didn't get any footage talking to her, but it was so amazing. It's like my first time ever meeting an actual booktuber in my state. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. And if Joyce, if you're watching this, I am so glad to have met you. You're so sweet, super funny, and it's so exciting. Alrighty, let's go into Ollie's. And then the thrift store is right over there. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit overwhelming in here. There's so much going on, so I don't know if I'm gonna get anything. All right, so that was a bust. I did get some veggie straws though, because veggie straws are life pretty much at this point, and so I grabbed some of those. But I'm not gonna go to the thrift store. It's too many people in there. This vlog is weird. I hope I get some good content, but I'm gonna go to the library now because I want to work on my reading journal and start the new book that I want to read, which is Night Ship by Jess Kidd. And so I'm gonna do that, munch on some straws here, drink my delicious tea, and then probably head over to my mom's to get a package that I have from Amazon that was delivered.
fiction. Wow, there's a lot of manga in here. But I brought my book, The Night Ship, because I want to read something else. I've been kind of in a little bit of a reading slump. I get follows and this is the bookmark I'll be using. Super cute. But it follows two different children, an orphan girl named Macon and a lonely boy named Gil, in different times as well. We have 1629 and 1989, and basically we're following a young orphan girl, Macon, who is bound for the Dutch East Indies, and she's on a big huge Dutch Golden Age ship, and she's really curious and mischievous, and on this journey she is going on these little mini adventures down below the deck on the ship, searching for mythical monsters, and she really figures out that monsters are real and they're closer than she thinks. And then in 1989, several years later, we have the little boy Gil, who after his mother died, he's sent to live with his grandfather, who is a fisherman, and they live in Western Australia. And so while he is there, I guess, for the fishing season with his grandfather, my apologies, he is exploring this little tiny reef around this little island and discovers this infamous shipwreck, which I'm assuming is the ship that little Miss Macon was traveling on. And so it looks really interesting, and so I'm going to give it a chance and read it. So as you saw, a little screen recording of me setting up this little reading journal. First page, I'm super late in the month, but it's totally okay. This is what I have going so far, a little green and pink or purple moment, some plants. I know, I thought it looked super cute, very abstract. Next, I'm going to, after this, need to work on specifically the actual books that I want to not that. I think it's this. There we go. So I went to the little library of all the books I have, and so I need to start working on the books I've already finished. So for example, I would do Limoncello's library, do a little picture here, and then do all of the things. But I'm going to show you something that I've been working on in my Procreate app, because I was into drawing way back when. I'm definitely not into it as much as I was, but that's okay. So I am working on this little here sketch, if it'll focus, there we go. This little here sketch of Harry Potter. Here, let me try it like that so you can see. So when I do the Harry Potter book and I put that in there, I will have this little sketch. So it might look a little crazy, but it's okay. As long as you're having fun, it doesn't really matter what nobody thinks. So far, it looks like this. And so I'll make a little cutout, I'll, keep coloring it in and whatnot, and then I will use this as the little thumbnail. So I have done some reading in The Night Ship. I really like this so far. It's going to be a slower read for me because it's kind of like historical fiction. It's really good so far, and so at this point I am following Macon, and she is a little orphan girl, and she's currently with her nursemaid Imke, and has passed away during childbirth, and so now she's on this voyage of this big ship, the Batavia ship. I'm not sure where they're going. I think to the Dutch islands or something like that. But she's on that ship and she's met some different people and she's really mischievous. And so I'm going to read some more of this at home because with the time change, it is getting dark super quickly and the library closes in less than an hour. But I was reading over the back of these books here because I'm deciding which ones do I want to rent from the library for a little bit to check out. And I think I'm gonna get The Boy with the Bookstore because I haven't read a romance in like a month. It's been a minute. And so I think this one sounds really cool because Boy with the Bookstore, I mean, you know what I mean. So I think I'm gonna get this one. And then Bring Her Home by David Bell. This looks really interesting. So I end up getting all 4 of the books. I know I said I wasn't, but apparently you get them for 3 weeks. And so I feel confident. But if no one requests them, I can auto-renew them for 3 more weeks. I'm so excited. I just couldn't decide. I'm so happy. I cannot believe I finally have checked out books from the library. Are you kidding? Like, who is she? I need to stop recording though because I'm going to start my little British accent because when I get really happy, we start talking in a different accent. So I'm just so excited. But I'm going to go home now or at least find some place to get some food and we'll check up with you in a little bit. So I've made it home. I'm feeling actually like extremely sleepy and like need to just kind of get a lot of stuff done around the house. So I don't think I'm gonna do any more in the terms of like vlogging when I'm reading. But what I did want to do to close out this video is to show you the books that I recently hauled. Now I did already technically haul these books in a video I posted 2 videos ago now. I'll be sure to link that one down below as well, but I don't know if you were able to see it because I didn't do it as a proper book haul. I kind of did something a little bit different, a little bit more creative. I do think that video is very calming and relaxing. Would be really good to listen to for studying, cleaning, sleeping, things like that nature. So I will have it linked for you to watch it if you would like to. But I want to haul those books for you now just so that you can kind of get a proper little haul, especially if you didn't watch that video and you just kind of want to see them more and me talking to you about them and you can see my face. But the first one is going to be Along Came a Spider by James Patterson. And I picked this book up because Joyce, who I met today, which I'm so super excited about, she did a reading vlog on this and I watched it and loved it. I will link her channel down below because she's an amazing booktuber. But she did a book vlog on this and read it and reviewed it and it was just so amazing and I had to grab a copy. But meeting her today and talking with her, she definitely did let me know that it's quite intense and it's not just like horror, it's like another level and to be prepared. So girl, I'm prepared and I cannot wait to read this book. So I picked up a copy of that. Then I got another like psych thriller mystery, or that's more like a horror I think, or maybe like mystery thriller horror, I don't know. James Patterson, I don't know. It's one of them type of books. But I ended up getting The Sorority Murder by Allison Brennan. This one looks really good too. It follows a young man named Lucas and he is really infatuated and just interested and wants to investigate what happened to, what was her name? Candace Swain, and she is a sorority girl who was found murdered, and the case kind of went cold. Police couldn't figure anything out, and so now that he is interning, where is he interning? In the medical examiner's office, he really wants to dive deeper and to figure out what's going on and try to get to the bottom of Candace's murder, and so that looked really interesting. Then I was able to pick up, a copy of The Inheritance Games, book number 1. So many of you guys have been recommending me to read this series after like The Hunger Games and Divergent, Harry Potter. Are there any other like really popular ones everyone's telling me about? But like those are like the main ones, like in the Throne of Glass, like ACOTAR series, like those are like the big ones that I can think of. And so Inheritance Games was another one of them. And so I was thinking that why not pick up a copy? Honestly don't know when I'm gonna read it, but I just grabbed a copy just to say that I have one. And then in time I will get to that. And then to grab the book that I dropped, I got another James Patterson, which is I think middle grade maybe.
possibly young adult, but it was in the middle grade section at the store. This is The Witch and Wizard by James Patterson and Gabrielle Charbonnet, maybe Charbonnet, maybe is how you pronounce it, a little fancy. But apparently this is a mixture of like Hunger Games meets Harry Potter and like James Patterson's little vibes in it. So I don't know, I just grabbed it. It was at a used bookstore, looked interesting, and so I thought, why not pick that up? Then I was able to get another James Patterson book, and this is Ally Cross, and this follows a young man who whose dad is an investigator and all those type of things, and teaches him a lot of helpful tips, tricks, and information so that he can, you know, eventually be able to, you know, use these skills, because his best friend goes missing and he needs to locate where his friend is. And so he's using all the skills that his dad gave him. And so that looked really interesting. Then I was able to get this copy. It is a Beauty and the Beast enchanting original story called Lost in a Book. And basically, Belle is obviously obsessed with books. I definitely feel like her and I could have been the best of friends. And I guess many of you too, if you absolutely love reading like me. And she is in the Beast library just looking at all the books, and she finds one and she gets lost in that book. It is not what it seems. It is a very mysterious book, and she discovers and visits a fascinating new world, but everything in that world is not what it seems. And will Belle be able to return and find her way home, or will the story take hold of her and never let her go? And so I thought, why not read that book about books, like fairy tale, Beauty and the Beast retelling kind of vibes, and so had to grab that. And then I picked up a Rick Riordan Presents Paola Santiago and the River of Tears by this author here, which I don't know how to pronounce her first name, so I'll just show you. This follows Paola. She is Santiago. She is a young girl who has friends and she's super curious. Well, apparently there is this river of tears that you should never, ever, ever go near, because there is something lurking in there who will take hold of you and never let you go. And her mother has been letting her know this and telling her and warning her, but her and her friends get this little idea and things don't go as planned. And so I thought, why not pick that up, because it looked great. Then I was able to get What Happens After Midnight by K.L. Welter, and this is by this is like a YA mystery romance type vibe. And so I grabbed Get Checkmate by Ellie Hazelwood, and I have a couple other of her books. I haven't read any yet, so I look forward to eventually starting them. And I also picked up this romance, which is The Flip Side, which is written by James Bailey. I want to read more romances written by men just to get a different perspective. Not the Girl You Want to Marry. And basically we have the main character here, Jack, who I believe, he's a journalist, I believe, and he is really unlucky in love and just isn't doing very well. And so he decides to, he's working a job that he's not really happy about either. So he decides to write a little piece, a little article about how to lose a girl, easier said than done, how to lose a girl. And basically he said it's easier said than done when the girl he meets is Hannah Mayfeld, because he's not sure he wants her to dump him. And basically he's just like really kind of butthurt. So he writes the article, How to Lose a Girl, and then he meets a girl named Hannah, and he is really worried because he doesn't want to lose her. And so I think that sounds super cute. Rent these from the library, the first time I've ever done it, and it's like super exciting. I don't know. Let me know like if you felt the same way when you rented books from the library. But I was able to get The Boy in the Bookstore, a romance. I was able to pick up Bring Her Home by David Bell. I also got The Perfect Ruin by Shanoa Williams. And then I got Lost in Paris by Betty Webb. And so I have these books for 3 weeks. If they do not get requested at the end of 3 weeks, I can auto renew them just in case I haven't finished them all. But I'm super excited, and I feel like this video was good. I don't know. I hope that you liked it. I mean, I did quite a bit. I didn't go to the thrift store, but it was like so many people. I didn't feel like waiting in those long lines. But yeah, it was a pretty good day. I'm really hungry. I'm tired. I have some things I need to do, so I should probably log off. But I do hope that you really enjoyed today's video. And if you did, you know what to do. Do not forget to give the video a thumbs up and hit your notification bell. Then every time I post, you will be notified. And subscribe to my YouTube channel and join the Bookish fam, because we're so nice and we have so much fun together. And then, like I said, don't forget to go check the description box. Yeah, I'm so glad that you guys are here, that you clicked on today's video, and that you enjoyed it. And I will catch you guys all in my very next one. Bye, friends.